kicking off game number 3 in court number 2 of our Victoria Sports Tower here in Quezon City. We're still in the Born 2006 division. A matchup between two North America squads. Canada, of course, the boys in red, and ang ating North America team, the boys in white. Both teams standing in 1 and 2 in the team standing so far. So a win in this ball game will put themselves in a better position to possibly punch a ticket to our semifinals. Magandang umaga muli sa inyong lahat. Jaime Mendera kasama si Kyle Sanchez alongside Maris Victoria, bringing reaction mula nga dito sa Victoria Sports Tower in Quezon City. And Kyle, very interesting matchup that we have here dahil nga manalo dito, win over the other might play a part.
Yes, no, similar team standings. But before we get to that, no, our tournament format here in the 2006 division, where we have 6 teams: the Philippines, the USA, New Zealand, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Italy. Will have a single round robin eliminations, where the first team will go against the fourth team, second team, and third team. Where in the semifinals, where we will determine the champion, which will be a 1-game final.
And now let's head over to Maris Victoria for a report on both teams. Go ahead, Maris.
Canada is determined to win today. They need to bounce back from their top loss yesterday and bring their A game today. For North America, they are coming in with a winning spirit from yesterday, but it won't be the same. They will be more intense and aggressive. Both teams' mindset is go win or go home. Let's see who is going for the win as I turn you over to our Coliseum announcer for our starting 5.
A pleasant morning, ladies and gentlemen. Basketball action continues here at Victoria Sports Tower here in Quezon City. This is the Filipino Super League Global Championship Challenge 2024. This is the Born 2006 division. It's between Team North America and Team Canada. Now let's meet your Team North America. Number 1, Carl Matala. Number 2, Elijah Williams. Number 3, Jacob Salgado. Number 5, Audrey Garcia. Number 8, Clark Pascual. Number 9, Mikhail Bonado. Number 10, Shane Gonzalez. Number 11, Joshua Villorente. And number 15, Gavin Colleja. Head coach is Oliver Versosa. And now let's meet your Team Canada. Matthew Martinez. Number 2, Irvin Agua. Number 3, Spencer Palacol. Number 4, Joaquin Pelin. Number 7, Raven Martibag. Number 8, Ray Beretta. Number 10, Melo Montero. Number 11, Kyle Hui. And number 12, Jesse Quintos. Head coach is Victor Montero, assisted by John Hui. Both teams are on the center court for the sportsmanship handshake. And now let's meet the starting lineups from your super teams, beginning with Team North America. Number 2, Elijah Williams. On the guard, number 10, Shane Gonzalez. At forward, number 1, Carl Matala. On forward, number 3, Jacob Salgado. And playing center, number 15, Kelvin Colleja. Head coach is Oliver Versosa. And now let's meet the starters from starting guard number 1, Jeremy Martinez. Under guard number 2, E.J. Agua. And forward, number 4, Joaquin Pelvin. On forward, number 3, Jason Palacol. And man in the middle, number 12, Jesse Quintos. Our game officials, crew chief, guard chief Ferrer, umpire 1, Jerry Borja, and umpire 2, Eric Mendoza. This is Pilipinas Super League.
Starting 5 once again for this matchup between North America and Canada. North America will begin this game with Williams, Gonzalez, Calleja, Matala, and Salgado. For Canada, we have Ladines, Agua, together with Palacol, Belen, and Quintos, rounding out their 5. Key matchup that we have here, Kyle. Both teams standing at 1 and 2 in our team standings. A victory here might just be the formula for a semi-final ticket for either team. As EJ Agua opens up the scoring festivities with that 3-pointer to the delight of this Canada crowd. Trying to get that steal was Agua, as the ball will stay with North America. Shot clock down to 10. Corner 3-pointer, but stepping on that sideline, foot slightly too big para dito kay Shane Gonzalez.
Oh, good start right now for Canada, going 3-0.
This is Belen. Gets that bucket off that penetration. And I covered this kid back in Tuesday. And ganun talaga yung galaw na ito, maliksi. Really has that athleticism. The hops. Canada up by 5 early in this ball game. 3-pointer. That short. Ladines with the rebound. Agua kicks it out. Losing that basketball on that baseline is Jesse Quintos.
A slow start right now for North America. But the guy with the ball in his hands, well, this is his first game today. Elijah Williams, they are hoping that his presence will turn the tide for the white shirts. Elijah Williams representing the Philippines in the Batangilas, as a member of the Batangilas in their recent overseas tournament. So his presence might be the boost that they need to get back on the winning column.
Very timely naman yung pagdating ito na Elijah Williams, as Belen able to get another one. 5 points now here in the first. And an 8-0 blast para sa Canada to begin this first quarter. Getting the first 2 of that off-balance shot para kay Gavin Calleja. Palacol, kick out. To make a move and will be fouled is Jesse Quintos.
Canada just seems to have a little more pep in their step to start this ball game. Of course, seeing that they're up against their North American neighbors, I'm sure they relish this challenge. For North America, they're still trying to let Elijah Williams get in slowly, and you know, maybe that's one of the things that they're gonna have to adjust to, his presence here today.
Palacol hikes this lead up to 8 once again, 10-2. Sabi mo, itong Canada, no? Parang there's a bit more sense of urgency. As the player that you just spoke about earlier, Elijah Williams, trying to introduce himself dito sa ating PSL Global Championship Challenge. Importanteng matchup nga for both these teams, no? So yung pagdating nito ni Elijah could really be a game changer for North America and the whole of the 2006 division. As we see Belen adding 2 more, 7 points here in the first para kay Belen.
Well, that's what they're hoping to happen, no? Talking about North America, yung presence nga nito ni Elijah Williams, they're expecting him to you know, produce a lot, and he has the ball in. He's going to have the ball in his hands for majority of this ball game. I think the game plan is for him to allow him to create for himself and his teammates.
And certainly the caliber of player that he is, since na isa nga siya sa mga naging players natin na Batang Gilas program. Kumbaga kahit first game lang niya to sa PSL, I'm pretty sure he'll be able to figure things out immediately.
Yes, no, the skilled and talented players always figure it out faster than most. And for his sake and for his team's sake, he will be needed to produce a lot for the North Americans today against their Canadian neighbors.
Calleja able to hit on both charities. Cutting this lead down to 7, 12-5. Shooting at a high clip itong Canada so far. Sa Agua. Nice drop pass. Palacol goes reverse.
Moving the ball well to start this game for the Canadians, finding open teammates getting to the basket.
You alluded to earlier na may parang rivalry, no? Every time these two teams play dahil magkapit-bahay lang nga. Like you said, may parang gustong patunayan ng isa't isa.
Yes, no, historically, of course, the United States has been the more accomplished country when it comes to basketball. And I've been very fortunate to have family and friends from Canada who, when I ask them what makes Canadian basketball different from the US, they always feel like they have a chip on their shoulder, or every time they go against Americans, they feel, people from the US, they always feel like they have something to prove, and they're always being looked at as the lesser, I guess, of the two when it comes to basketball. So that's something that Canada can have work to their advantage, no? Having that chip on their shoulder.
Playing like they do have that chip on their shoulder. Itong players nga ng Canada. Strong start para sa kanila, 16-6. 10-point lead. Not even halfway through our first quarter. Williams with a pull-up. 4 points now. Slowly getting that rhythm. Agua. Off balance. Almost a tip dunk. Not gonna work para kay Quintos. Takbo tayo sa kabila. Get it to Williams once more. Against Ladines. Three-pointer. Wide open. That dish coming from Williams. Borreta able to convert. That was Clark Pascual rather. Getting that three to go. Belen. That's the ball stolen. Williams has a 3-on-2. Unfortunately, itong si Shane Gonzalez losing his footing. They turn it over back to Canada. .48 still left here in the first. Agua will try from outside. That's off. Williams high up for that rebound. Kick out. Another three. That's short. Ladines secures the board. Fast break opportunity. Palacol drops it off to Belen. Plus the foul. Perfect execution there from Canada in that fast break execution.
Well, you like the way that Canada has been moving that ball, very unselfish, even though they already have an open look, as we see here in our instant replay. Dropping that ball off at the last possible second to Belen. Merits an and one opportunity for the red shirts.
That unselfishness from Palacol. And knowing that Belen was trailing. Belen so far, 9 points plus a bonus free throw coming his way. So you see Borreta in the ball game for the first time, completing that three-point play. Now in double digits is Belen with 10, leading all scorers. Up by 8 is Canada, 19-11. Go outside once again. Another three-pointer. This time too strong. Para kay Clark Pascual. As a loose ball foul will be whistled. It would be Pascual. Called for the personal.
Just another fun fact for our viewers, no? All of these players... Oh, well, we'll continue that
Babalikan
fun
natin
fact
yung fun fact na
later.
yan, of course. As we have a timeout. Up by 8 are Canada.
Canada won't settle on the 5th standing. That's why they are bringing their A game and showing us how it's done. Coach Victor said they play smart and can execute plays, but sometimes stars aren't aligned for them. Like yesterday, they had 27 turnovers. With the difficult situation that they are in being on the 5th standing, Coach Victor tells his players they need to win against USA. Jaime and Kyle.
Thank you, Maris, for that report. And well, for both these teams, yun nga, a victory here could really propel you to have a safer, at least yung pakiramdam mong mas may chance ka makapasok sa semifinals. We did see one of the teams lose earlier, talking about the United Kingdom. So ayaw mong makasama dun sa bottom of the standings.
Yes, of course, no? Both teams having a 1-2 record right now. So this is a very important game for both of them to be able to get into the winning, not just in the winning column, but into the higher echelon of their division.
Canada going on a break. Be beaten, but can't finish. Tapigan. Able to get that basketball is Salgado. Ahead to Williams, back to Salgado. He will try once again. Ball almost going out of bounds. Excellent save there from Clark Pascual. His ball goes back to Canada. So yung opportunity, hindi na-convert dito na North America. Maybe you want to go back to that fun fact na kanina, Kyle, at this point?
Yes. All of these players come from the North American Basketball Association. It just so happened that they were separated into two teams here for this tournament, namely being North America and Canada. But these are the players, the top players from the North American Basketball Association, which is held every Labor Day weekend every year. This is their 35th year already in the NABA. And these are the top young Filipino and Filipino-American talent that they have, which have produced current stars in the PBA, such as Stanley Pringle, Matthew Wright, Norbert Torres, to name a few. So this is one of the areas where players from the North American side are being scouted and also nabibigyan ng opportunities here in the Philippines.
Mga players naman na binabanggit mo, Kyle, no? Ang bibigat naman. And the products of that league, as you said, as you see Palacol, this time a recipient of that pass from Belen.
Yes, and even in the local semi-pro leagues that we have here, the Chavez brothers are some of the products from the Nava organization as well.
Salgado getting that layup on the other end. Belen, fearless on that drive, will head to the line for two. So the activity of Belen to begin this ball game has been the difference for Team Canada. As we take another look at that drive from Salgado. Scooping that up and in. Belen so far missing that first though. Has 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's on the second, averaging close to 21 points a contest. Lead up to 11, 24-13. Salgado. With 8 to work with. Great crossover. Takes it on the other side, but will be short on that layup. Takbo na naman ng Canada. Getting that layup, Shamar Ray Borreta.
Well, you can see that Canada really wants to win this ball game. They have something to prove against the North Americans.
Exactly a minute remaining. Salgado once again. This time will pull up. Short. Rebound battle. Makukuha nila Dines. Ahead to Belen. As Williams to beat. Finishes with the left.
Back-to-back misses there from Salgado. And I would like to see a little bit more movement coming from the white shirts.
Williams, runner. Gets it to go. Elijah Williams. That luxury dito para sa North America. If you need that bucket, pwede kang pumunta dito kay Elijah. Lead sila at 13 though. Shot clock is off. Pulling up. Long on that three was Ladines. Salgado takes a peek at the clock. Down to 6. Down to 4. Pulling up for 3. That shot won't fall. And it would be a 13-point lead for Team Canada heading into our second quarter of our PSL Global Championship Challenge. LJ Belen. Strong start para sa Team Canada. Already has 11 points in this ball game. Trying to secure a victory para sa Team Canada. They are up by 13. Take a look at the crowd dito sa ating Victoria Sports Tower. None other than Boy Cabahog enjoying the action this morning. Our games of the PSL Global Championship Challenge. One of the better shooters that I've seen, no? And I could say that even though I'll be revealing my age.
Oh, of course, one of the best players that Cebu has ever produced, no? Philippine legend in basketball, si Sir Elmer Boy Cabahog. And I also ran into a former teammate of mine, his son, Mikey Cabahog, who was playing in the PBA 3x3 previously. So the Cabahog family in attendance right now.
Belen again on the prowl. Gets the bucket and the foul. LJ Belen. Look at him, despite that contact. Back up on his feet. Parang umiiling siya dito saying like, that's not gonna stop me.
Oh no, letting his game speak for itself. Medyo tahimik itong si LJ Belen when he's on the floor, but his numbers really so far speaking loud. And good finisher on the fast break is LJ Belen, no? Being able to focus in spite of the contact.
16 now for Belen. It's now a 16-point lead as well for Team Canada, 31-15. North America has to be careful not to allow Canada to break this game wide open here in the first half. Three-pointer won't fall para kay Matala. Gets the bump, but not the finish. Was Matibag. Loose ball. Ball will go back here to North America. Just a minute gone by here in the second, but in terms of energy, is it just me, Cal, or parang nasa fourth quarter na tayo, mapukpukan na kagad?
Oh, very intense na agad ng ball game natin. Still here in the second quarter, but just goes to show how bad both of these teams want to win.
And you did share that these players very much familiar with each other. So I'm sure meron ding element of tinalo namin kayo nung nandun tayo sa Pilipinas.
Oh, of course, you want to have that bragging rights, no, when you go back home.
Get the ball to the corner. And a three-pointer. Melo Montero with a sudden acceleration, hitting that three-pointer. 34-15, the biggest lead now para sa Canada. Pouring it on. Able to escape. Getting that layup is Audric Garciso. Belen. Boreta now. Another three from the opposite side. Masyadong malakas. Gets his own miss. He will be clipped, but it appeared that he passed that ball off. Would have been 2 free throws sana para dito kay Kyle Lee, but instead, it would be a baseline inbound.
Clark Pascual has to do a better job of getting that rebound with 2 hands, no? Not just tapping that ball and waiting for a teammate to get it.
Can take it back to back was Montero. And stepping through those long strides, Audric Garciso, back-to-back buckets. Lead down to 15, 34 to 19. Belen. Go inside. Shorten that layup attempt. That pass intercepted here by Montero. Boreta against 2 defenders will be fouled. 2 more free throws coming up para sa Canada.
Canada just much quicker to the ball in these previous possessions. No? Loose balls, offensive rebounds, and those second looks have given them more opportunities at the basket, and they've been able to capitalize so far.
Hindi mo makikita who has more energy between these 2 teams, Kyle, right? Kung ano yung 50-50 balls, kadalasan na pupunta dyan sa Canada. Even after those misses, they try to track that basketball down.
Yes, and they're making those extra possessions count.
Missing on the second though is Boreta. 6:50 left in our first half. Elijah Williams back in the ball game here for North America, trying to find Salgado, as a foul will be whistled here against Raven Matibag. Trying to deny that pass to Salgado. Agua and Gonzalez back for their respective teams. 14 to shoot para sa North America. Salgado against Belen. Similar move, similar result.
This is a good matchup, Salgado and Belen, no? The contrasting styles. Salgado, the much muscular, heftier player. Belen using that motor and his energy to get baskets.
Agua off on that 3-point attempt. Opportunity once more para sa North America, may baba ang kalamangan. Go to Salgado once more against Belen. Sa Agua trying to get that steal. Ball will stay with North America.
And Canada is starting to double Salgado in the post. So he has to be aware of that and maybe find some open teammates.
Holding foul. Trying to stop that penetration. EJ Agua will be whistled for that personal. 2 now on EJ. Baseline inbound. Williams. This pass mawawala from the hands of Shane Gonzalez. (35-21). Canada up by 14. LJ Belen. 1-footer. Can't hit. He will be called for a loose ball foul. Ladines checking back in for Team Canada. Belen will take a breather, much deserved. Gonzalez. Williams now. Post up for 3. Too strong. Matibag with a board. Agua goes to Ladines. Short. Another opportunity here para sa Canada. Shot clock down to 8. Agua escapes. Williams will be called for a personal. Under 5 minutes remaining in our second quarter. Court General EJ Agua.
Maris Light team.
Let's head over to Maris Victoria for a report. Go ahead, Maris.
Came to this ball game with a winning spirit. They expected what's coming for them. The intensity of Canada. You know what? Every time I ask if there's something they need to improve in, coach always tells me they are a new team and they are still having a hard time with their team chemistry. There's no wise communication with each other inside the court, resulting with bad execution of the play. Jaime and Kyle.
Thank you, Maris. And communication, especially for teams that don't have that much playing time with each other. Kasi minsan dun mo talaga kailangan bawiin eh.
Yes, no, especially that they're also trying to welcome itong si Elijah Williams into their lineup. That's always going to be one of the challenges for the coaches to try and balance not just playing time, but also their egos, the personalities of these players. Seeing as they don't have that much practice time together, they're going to have to go through the fire together here in this ball game and get game reps. And this is where the in-game adjustments will come into play.
We did speak about that in the earlier ball game on how that school-based team of the Philippines really had a lot of chemistry na na-establish na nila. Samantala for that team from United Kingdom, as they've admitted as well, they having also the same difficulty as EJ Agua. It's on that putback.
It's one thing to have a talented team, no? But skills can only take you so far. And familiarity and chemistry are two things that are very, very important, especially for championship-level teams.
Williams kicks it out to Gonzalez. Three-pointer won't fall. 3-on-2. Agua on the wing. Back-to-back buckets para kay EJ Agua. The lead has ballooned to 18, 41-23. Biggest lead para sa Team Canada as North America will call for some time. So 3:26 left in the second. Resume our action with 3:26 remaining here in our second quarter. Team Canada up by 18, 41-23. This is a great quarter as well para sa Canada. 13-8 outscoring itong North America. And of that timeout, better execution here for the guys in white.
Not seeing one particular player in the U.S. step up here for North America. It's been some bad shooting on their part here in the first half. No? The defense of Canada really making it difficult for them to get good looks at the basket. And of course, they were able to force some turnovers from the North Americans as well. And this is one of the things that the North Americans can do, and try to attack the basket and get to the free throw line.
Of course, North America also in a similar record, 1-2. As Maris Victoria reported earlier, itong Canada, alam nila kung gaano ka-importante itong larong to. I'm sure North America knows the implications as well. If you are to win this ball game, you'll be in better possession to punch that ticket to the semifinals. Montero, another three. Along that time, able to hit on his first. gone cold quite a bit. Elijah Williams, Batang Gilas player, has 6 so far. Need a lot more production to try to keep North America in it. Attacks the baseline. Kick out to Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 5. Salgado. Finger roll. Will be clipped by Matibag. He will head to the line. That would be 2 on Matibag. Salgado so far 6 as well. It's on the first. Salgado, one of the main weapons as well here para sa North America. Makes that 2 out of 2 to get North America within 15. Palacol crosses over against 2 defenders. Almost an end one. Will have to earn it from the stripe. Palacol so far 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Make that 9 now. Several players really contributing here in the first half, allowing Canada to build on this early advantage.
Yes, it's been a balanced effort. No, standing out, of course, is LJ Belen, but it's been a total team effort, especially on the defensive end for Canada.
Matala will be fouled. 2 free throws, penalty na dito ang Canada. Matala will head to the line with still 1 minute and 50 remaining here in the second.
And this is something that the North Americans should be wary of, or rather take advantage of, the penalty situation of Team Canada.
You need a lot more than Salgado and Williams, so you would want to see maybe a third scorer para dito nga sa North America in their attempt to makasabay dahil ang dami ngang nakiklik dito para sa Canada so far.
Yes, no, it can't be a two-man show for the North Americans. Other players will have to step up, and we have to find that third or even that fourth player to be able to contribute as well, especially on the offensive end. The North Americans have had some trouble finding points.
Shot clock. This is Palacol on the line. Both teams already in the penalty. Palacol split his charities earlier. First one too strong. Converts on the second. Lead up to 15 once again, 43 to 28. Williams gets it to Gonzalez. Matala now. He will pull up for 3. That one rims out. It's halfway down. Agua leading the break para sa Canada. Ladines, excellent find to Palacol.
And that's been the story of the half for both of these teams. North America almost hitting that shot, but still rimming out. But for Canada, just finding the open teammate, moving that ball very well.
Moving that ball was Williams, finding Matala for that long 2. Back to a 15-point advantage. Palacol gets to the lane. Pass intended for Matibag, but Salgado able to deflect that pass. So 37 seconds remaining here in our second quarter. 11 seconds left on the shot clock of Canada. Matibag outside to Lee for 3. Won't go. Salgado on the attack. Blocked by Lee. And he recovers.
Great timing there for that block by Lee. We all know stopping Salgado isn't an easy task, but just waited for him to go down before taking that shot, and he was able to time that block perfectly.
Ladines almost loses it. 7 seconds remaining. 3-point try. Short. Rebound battle. Lee comes up with it. Won't get the basket. As the buzzer sounds to signal the end of our second. Canada still on top. 45-30 against North America. PSL Global Championship Challenge. This guy playing terrific for Canada. LJ Belen, 16 points and 7 rebounds. Doing his damage early and putting Canada in a position to secure a semifinal ticket. Team is up by 15, 30, heading into the half. At the half, it's 45-30. Canada with a 15-point advantage against North America in this 2006 division matchup. Continuing coverage of our PSL Global Championship Challenge. Elijah Williams trying to introduce himself dito sa ating Pilipinas Super League. Had 6 in that first half. But Canada really setting the tone. Several players putting up the numbers, led by LJ Belen with 16. Palacol as well already has 12. And the teammates really rubbing off on the energy, hitting from in and out as Canada looking to get their second victory here in our elimination round in order to be in a better position to get that semi-final seat. Fast break has been quite a friend dito para sa Canada as North America continue to struggle both in the first and second quarters. Some statistics dito, Kyle. Anything that pops up para sa'yo?
Well, as we can see here, no, Canada obviously out-rebounding itong North America, being first to the ball in almost every possession, especially for those loose balls and the points in the paint as well. Canada doing a good job of penetrating and dishing into the open man. In their case, a lot of their open shots have come from teammates cutting into the basket. So penetrations from their guards like Agua have opened up ditong sila Belen underneath the basket and some of their other teammates as well.
Palacol turns the ball over to begin the quarter. If you're North America, ano pang hanap mo dito, Kyle, in order to claw their way back into this game?
I tried to replicate what Canada has been doing, and that's moving the ball well. And for North America, they haven't had a lot of shots coming from passes. A lot of their baskets have come from either isolation plays or maybe some from transition baskets as well. But I would like to see a lot more ball movement from them. I know that they have tong sila Elijah Williams and Salgado in their lineup, but you can't rely on these players too much, and you have to expect some other players to step up as well.
Assist Story +4, 13-9. Canada having that advantage. I think the game that we covered ni Coach Melo, where we had a chance to watch itong laro nga ng North America. That was their first game dito sa ating Global Championship. He also made that point that whenever North America decides to get others involved and naiikot nila yung bola na maayos and don't necessarily go to that one-on-one, that positive things happen para dito sa North America.
Yes, and for majority of their history, players from North America tend to like that isolation type of basketball because they are very talented in terms of their individual skills. But sometimes that will not be enough, especially if you're going to go up against such a disciplined defensive team like what Canada has been doing here today. So the North Americans just have to move the ball a little better.
Shane Gonzalez opens up the scoring dito sa ating third quarter of that transition. Sabi mo nga, yun yung gusto mo makita North America to try and mimic the way that Canada has been doing damage. Palacol might not have been expecting that pass. Shane Gonzalez hitting on that layup earlier and getting this three to go. 5 straight para sa North America here in the third quarter, all courtesy of Shane Gonzalez. As the lead is down to 10, 45-35. Team Canada be calling for a timeout. Take another look at that Shane Gonzalez sidestep maneuver. That was the first basket earlier. And ito nga, walking up to this open three-pointer. 5 straight, lead down to 10. 45-35. Canada still has this 10-point lead, but it is a 5-0 run for North America. As EJ Agua turns the ball over off that timeout, definitely not something you'd be happy about After calling nga yung timeout na yun.
Well, the North American showing a little bit more intensity on the defensive end. And that's also translating into easy buckets for them. When you get stops, you're also a lot more energized. And they're moving the ball better here in the second half.
Make that a 7-0 run now. Coming off that Matala baseline jumper. Ladines short on that layup. Ball goes back to North America. So momentum clearly on the side now of the boys in white. After trailing by as much as 18. They're now within 8. Williams crosses up his defender and gets the pull-up to go.
Showing us why he's one of the players tasked to represent the Philippines in international competition. Elijah Williams displaying individual brilliance in that possession.
Belen will be fouled. Gonzalez trying to avoid spewing some maybe unkind words, disagreeing in that call as we see that pull-up now from Elijah Williams. Excellent balance. Williams so far has 8. Belen gets inside. Scoops it up and in. So LJ Belen. Siya naman na magbubuwas ng tubig sa apoy nitong North America.
Scoring and driving past 3 defenders. That time was LJ Belen, not to be denied.
18 now para kay LJ. Gonzalez. Shot clock down to 7. Williams against Agua. Tripped up and will be called for a traveling violation.
For Elijah Williams, you can't wait for the referees to blow the whistle, and you can't keep expecting a call to happen when there isn't one, as we see here in our instant replay. Belen going through the defense of North America. But as I was saying, itong si Elijah Williams was waiting for a call that did not happen, and he was called for a traveling. So for the young players watching, you just keep playing until the whistle is blown.
Ladines goes to Agua from way downtown. That's short. Salgado secures the board. The corner. Three-pointer off. We get another chance as Williams will be caught stepping on that sideline. Maybe yung familiarity dito sa ating court. Since this is just the first game of Elijah, could be playing a factor.
Yes, back-to-back turnovers right now for Elijah. Still trying to find his bearings here in this ball game.
Belen against Salgado. Kick out Ladines for 3. Can get that 3 to go dito sa ating third quarter para sa Canada. Matala gets the ball stolen. Palacol will be fouled. And that sportsman-like one. Gavin Calleja. Understand that you would want to stop that break, pero literally talagang hinawakan niya itong si Palacol.
Spencer Palacol not liking that foul, no? Having 2 hands put on him, not allowing him to get any traction. But of course, as the defender, that's not how you commit a foul. No? You always try to go for the ball because sayang yung mga ganito. You don't want to give a technical free throw or unsportsmanlike foul for that matter, and sportsmanlike free throws to the opposing team.
Palacol will split his charities. Lead up to 9, 48 to 39. Has become a lot more intense as we take a look at, of course, PJ Washington. Part of the crowd, nandito siya sa likod ng North America team. I wonder, maybe we can find out who he's cheering for.
Yes, I believe he was also a product nitong North American Basketball Association. No? Majority of the Phil-American players that come here in the Philippines going through that system.
May sama mo na siya dun sa listahan ng mga players na binanggit mo na nga kanina. So the quality of players that really come out of that league. Certainly, if ikaw isa ka sa mga players that is trying to make a name for yourself, you don't have to look far. And speaking of not looking far, huwag na nga rin tayo lumayo. Elijah Williams Now getting his groove on. Has 10. And a bonus free throw coming up. Take another look.
I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing some future professionals here on the floor. No? I'm glad that we get to see them at this formative stage in their careers.
6-point lead now para sa Canada. The closest North America has been in quite some time. Ladines powering his way inside.
Fearless that time, driving to the basket was Ladines. The defense of North America has to be better, especially in trying to contain the penetration of Canada.
Initial shot will miss, but staying with it was Odric Garciso. Bana naman sa isang kalamangan. Ladines goes to Belen. They've done a better job in trying to contain LJ Belen's offense here in the third. Palakol can finish with the left. Rebound battle. 1 second left on the shot clock. Ladines is blocked. Excellent defense here from North America.
Yes, Canada is falling into the trap of playing into North America's game plan. They need to settle down and execute in the half court.
Let's execute muna to report to Maris Victorio. Go ahead, Maris.
Yes, Jaime and Kyle, North America did not expect the energy, intensity, and aggressiveness of Canada. Coach said during the first half, he didn't know why the guys played like that, and it's really up to them if they will execute a good performance. They've made the self-realization as to why they need to win this game. That's why they are more hyped up and energized this second half. The team stay here in the Philippines has been great, sabi ni Coach. When you hear Pinoy, hospitality agad ang naiisip. Jaime and Kyle.
Thank you, Maris. And hospitality so far, hindi binibigay sa kanila ng Canada. And there could have been also a gulat factor, as Maris reported in the first 2 quarters. A bit more lackluster yung kanilang simula. But here in the third, energy picking up as well for North America.
Yes, as Maris did mention in her report, they weren't expecting this type of intensity coming from Canada. But for North America, you can't have that excuse. You have to come prepared for every ball game, regardless of who your opponent is. But they've been doing a good job adjusting to this ball game so far, and they've matched and sometimes even surpassed that intensity that Canada has been displaying. And it's only a 6-point lead right now.
Slicing the defense, getting another bucket. Odric Garciso has 8 markers now. Now just a 4-point lead for Canada. Palakol will be fouled off that attack. Personal will be whistled against Noah Obokwelu.
Both teams not yet in the penalty. Oh, finally, LJ getting some rest.
Talagang may laro din pa itong mga parehong kupunan na to later today. You don't want to spend all your energy, even if it's a high-intensity one that we're looking at. Palakol will miss on that 3 as shot clock was winding down. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. What was once an 18-point lead for Team Canada is now down to just 4 as North America outscoring Canada 16-5 here in the third. Salgado, he loves that move.
That spin off of that drive, no? Salgado using that English off the glass to perfection, finishing over the defenders.
Now Canada's turn to weather this North America storm. The jump ball will be called. Pascual and Borreta fighting for that basketball. And ball possession, it will go back North America's way. Take another look at that Salgado. Spin cycle to that scoop. He just knows, no? Pagka ikot ko, I would be in this part of the court. And sukat niya yung Pectus.
Yes, as you said nga, and a very good awareness of where he is on the court. Don't see Salgado, even though there are defenders surrounding him. Having that focus and that concentration to finish tough baskets like that one has been very important for North America's cause here so far.
That foul earlier will put North America at the limit. Exactly 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Palacol makes a move. Loses that basketball to Matala as Ladines commits that personal. And that foul would also put Canada at the limit. The next foul for both teams would mean free throws. So 18-5. This third quarter, only 5 points para sa Team Canada after scoring 28 and 17 in our first 2 quarters. So indepensa dito ng North America has been suffocating to say the least.
Yes, and not allowing the Canadians to have good looks at the basket, giving them a taste of their own medicine are the North Americans, and Canada is still yet to find that answer.
Pascual from the corner, that's too long. Azley gets it to Palacol. Agua now. Three-pointer. Too strong. So another foul will be called, and as I said, that would mean free throws. Kyle Lee will be headed to the line for Canada.
Good job there by Kyle Lee selling that contact. No? He didn't have inside position to get that rebound, but he did just enough for the referees to call that loose ball foul.
As North America will be calling for this timeout, still trailing by 2, 50-48. It's 50-48, just a minute and 24 remaining here in the third period. Canada still holding on to this 2-point advantage. But North America, excellent third quarter, able to claw their way back. Trailed by as much as 18. Now the lead is now down to just 2. We see Kyle Lee preparing to shoot these 2 free throws. To take this moment to give a special thanks to Sir Bong Cuevas, the owner of the Nueva Ecija Capitals, for the accommodations at the IM Hotel for the PSL National Finals and PSL Global Championship Challenge 2024. Along with our sponsors, maraming salamat po, C-Prime Business Financing Corporation, Dumper, Party List, Calus PH Sportswear, Synergy Vitamin C, vitamin like no other, Black Mamba Energy Drink, NWL Foods. Matala. Great defense there from Agua, but ball will stay with North America.
Well, he had some teammates towards his left. He could have opted to pass that ball to a corner shooter, but ball will stay with the North Americans.
Pascual. Teardrop, won't fall. Lead now at 3, 51-48. Less than a minute left. Three-pointer once again. Ayaw pa rin mahulog para dito kay Jesse Quintos.
And not shooting as well compared to the first quarter. Well, the first half for that matter, are the Canadians struggling to put that ball in the hole.
3 out of 18 from beyond the arc now is Team Canada. LJ Belen back into the ball game. Still can't get that 3 to go. 2-on-1 on the other end. EJ Agua, the smallest guy on the court, Kyle. Parang one man ang makakatigil dito sa fast break ng North America.
Oh, credit to Agua for getting that defensive stop, hustling back, sprinting for that deflection. And for North America, they should pass the ball a little earlier instead of at the very last second, because they're missing some opportunities right now. They could have had the lead already had they converted on some of their transition opportunities.
So again, yung sharing, yung medyo nagiging dito nagkukulang yung North America. But imagine if they are able to get that ball going around, because they've already been able to trim this lead down to as low as 2, but they can't quite break through. Last shot time if you are Team Canada. Quintos. He will be fouled, which will mean free throws for Jesse Quintos. Salgado will be called for his 3rd personal. Elijah Williams checking back in.
Not the best third quarter for Team Canada, but they're fortunate that they were able to get up big in the first half, which allows them to have discussion, even though that the North Americans are going on a run, still clinging on to a 3-point lead heading into the 4th quarter.
May puhunan na itong Team Canada. They have relied on that in order to still be in the driver's seat. Converting on a couple of free throws is Quintos. It's now 52-48. Matala will miss from the corner. As time runs out. North America just within 4, 52-48. Great response here in the 3rd quarter in order to put themselves in a better position to come up with a victory. Shane Gonzalez opened it up. A layup and a 3-pointer. And this guy, Audric Garciso, also chipping in. Salgado with his favorite move of this game, had 3 of those so far, but still a 4-point lead para sa Canada heading into our last 10 minutes of action. On to the last 10 minutes of action as we take a look at the teams sa ating PSL Global Championship Challenge. The challengers, of course, our Philippine team represented by the winners of our PSL National Finals that just finished last week. Tuloy-tuloy nga dito sa ating Global Championship Challenge 2024 as North America trying to complete this comeback. So looking at a 4-point deficit, but they were able to hold Canada to just 7 points in that 3rd quarter. What went well for North America to allow them back in this ballgame?
They adjusted their defense in the 3rd quarter. No special schemes whatsoever coming from them, but they just increased the intensity on the defensive end. They were closing out more. They were quicker to the ball, and they were also fighting more for loose balls in the 3rd quarter, which allowed them to get this lead back, or at least tie this ball game up.
Shane Gonzalez hits on another 3-pointer, his 2nd of the ball game. Has made some noise dito sa ating 2nd half. Lead down to just 1. Quintos against Williams. Almost loses it. Ang tuluyan na nga maaagawan as Williams will be fouled by Palacol. That really is the defense that you spoke about, Kyle. That kind of ignited din yung kanilang opensa sa kabila. Dahil iba rin naman yung gana that you can get after getting defensive stops. As we take another look at that Shane Gonzalez three-pointer.
Yes, that's right, Hyman. Well, North America hasn't been doing anything too special on the defensive end. No? They've just been quicker to the ball. They've just been a little more aggressive in trying to stop whoever their man is.
Opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this game para sa North America. But Salgado will dribble it off his foot. You're in North America dito, Kyle. You said that if whenever they kind of get that ball around, great things happen for them. And this is not the time really to kind of go back to what made you fall dun sa trap ng Canada nung first half.
Yes, there is a time and a place for isolation plays, no? As much as possible, team basketball pa din will prevail, and moving the ball is always going to be faster than trying to dribble around the defense.
Yung assists nga natin dito as we see Pascual finally taking the lead para sa North America. Couple of three-pointers to begin this fourth quarter. Lead now to the boys in white, 54-52 as Belen. Almost another turnover, but a foul will be called here against Salgado. That would be 4 now on Salgado. Interesting development here para sa North America. So we see that Clark Pascual three-point conversion earlier. Pag uminit din sa labas itong North America, definitely dadagdag pa sa sakit ng ulo nitong Canada.
And they're making their shots at the right time here in the fourth quarter, or the North Americans. And for Canada, well, they're still in it.
Alacol chopping his way inside, tying this ball game at 54. Canada led by as much as 19 in that first half. But North America losing this second half. Took the lead momentarily, 54-52. As we see Williams will be fouled. Second team foul para sa Team Canada. So 7:49 left in this ball game. But this has been, kumbaga, akala natin medyo bibitaw na itong Canada in that first half. But North America making things interesting as Gonzalez step back. That's short. Sabi rin naman ng North America, no? Bigla nilang na-realize kung gaano ka-importante na manalo in this matchup.
Yes, and that's why we don't play we don't finish a game in just the first half, no? Even though you were down by 19, anything can happen in the second half.
Speaking of timely threes, a timely three from EJ Agua. Agua now has 12. Elijah Williams, sorry, miss. And the wide open lane, but couldn't finish on that finger roll. Ladines gets the ball back. Missing on the short stab. Look at LJ Belen fighting for that basketball. Getting an end one. Ladines initially putting that shot up out of nowhere. LJ Belen, the bucket and the foul. Completes the three-point play. Belen now has 21. Just when you thought momentum going on the side of North America, Canada, now their turn to go on an 8-0 blast.
Good composure by the Canadians. They could have easily unraveled amidst this run being made by the North Americans, but they calmed down, they settled down their offense, and they were able to execute, especially in the half court.
Hindi rin tumiklop eh, no? Williams against Ladines. Goes to his right. Gets the layup to go. Just in the nick of time. Belen. Gets to the lane. Floats it up and in. LJ Belen. Talagang pagkailangan mo na mag-step up, no? Nagigising din itong si LJ.
Oo, at saka you can really feel the absence nitong ni Salgado. Is on the bench right now with 4 fouls. LJ Belen having the time of his life attacking the basket.
Though LJ Belen in that instance, clipping itong si Carl Matala. And another 4-point play. I said earlier it was rare, but in this game we already have 2. Or in this morning, I mean, we already have 2. So take another look at that penetration nga by LJ Belen. And this Williams kick out to Matala. Answering on the other end. Also completing on this 4-point play.
The US, the North Americans just refusing to go away. And well, obviously this is going to be a close game, so every possession is going to matter for both of these teams here from here on out.
It's Matibag. Gets that basket underneath off the feed from EJ Agua. Likod din naman ng Canada, ayaw mo magpatibag. Matala to the baseline, will be fouled by Palacol. As we go to Maris Victoria once again for a report. Maris?
Yes, the smile in Canada's coach Victor slowly starts to fade. He said the players relaxed too much. They were too complacent. That's why North America managed to close the score gap. But the clock is still ticking. Game is not yet done. This time they need to keep fighting and play smarter. Hi, man, Kyle.
Thank you once again, Maris. Salgado back in the ball game. Immediately getting a bucket. Plus the foul as well. An opportunity to bring this lead down to 1 once more.
They've been missing him in the previous possessions. No? This is what they need from him consistently, that inside scoring presence. Without him on the floor, it's going to be a guard-heavy rotation for the North Americans. But with Salgado back in the lineup, is nothing but good things for them.
Just going back to that report nga by Maris Kyle, no? That early lead, early advantage na umabante nga ng 19, parang napasama pa dito sa Canada. Dahil in that third quarter, the energy that we were saying that they had and the chip on their shoulder, parang nawala yung edge nila in that third.
Yes, and that complacency allowed the North Americans to crawl back into this ball game slowly but surely.
LJ Belen. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. As LJ Belen already has 25.
Can you smell it?
Don't want to say it, but yeah, kind of feel it as LJ Belen down on the floor, trying to wrestle that ball away from Elijah Williams, as Williams holding on to his left ankle after that collision. You can't blame you, LJ, if you would want to take a short sip. Agua initially trying to get that basketball away from Williams. But the jump ball was the call.
Looked like maybe he tweaked his ankle, no? Tightening his shoelaces. That's a good sign that he's able to put weight on that foot, albeit slightly limping, is Elijah Williams. But for the North Americans' sake, hopefully he'll be able to finish this ball game. We all know what kind of player he is.
He's the leading scorer para dito sa North America squad. Already has 13. So isipin mo yung shot on the arm na dinala ni Elijah Williams dito sa North America. Just his first game here in the PSL Global Championship Challenge.
Yes, international level player representing the Philippines in the Batang Gilas is Elijah Williams. So a very, very welcome addition to the North Americans.
Sabi naman ni LJ Belen, I'm repping Canada. 27 for LJ. Canada up by 5, 68 to 63 to the chance of defense from the Canadian crowd. Missing on that three. They get another opportunity. Three-pointer strong for Gonzalez. Tapik. Makukuha ni Salgado. Get it inside. Shane off the glass.
Good possession there for the North Americans. They had 2 misses, but they kept getting those offensive rebounds.
Intensity getting higher and higher by the second as North America and Canada really refusing one to win over the other as Palacol is blocked inside.
That's terrific defense there coming from Matala.
Williams gets it to Matala. Matala didn't see Agua. Gets a steal from behind. It's Matala likely to be called for a personal. And that will be team foul number 3. Para sa North America. Take another look. Another loose ball scramble and Matala grabbing yung left shoulder nga nito ni EJ Agua. Trying to get that ball back.
The coaching staff of Canada telling their boys to calm down. The North Americans are hot on their heels, but they have to settle down and focus on executing their game plan.
Godinez thinking 3. Gets it to Belen. Top of the K. That short. Williams secures the board. Almost losing it, but ball will stay with North America. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the 4th and final quarter. North America and Canada, a victory here would give them a better probability to get into the semifinals dahil dikit-dikit nga sila dyan sa gitna at 1 and 2.
Yes, no, very important win, as you mentioned, Jaime, for both of these teams. And of course, the losing team will go down even further into the standings, which will put them in a more precarious position heading into the semis.
Splitting the defense, Odric Garciso. Time and time again, is able to find a gap on that defense.
And Garciso seems to be slowly suffering from cramps.
But LJ Belen, the workhorse that he is, parang hindi pa hinihingal.
Tireless effort here today for LJ Belen.
Garciso missing on that attack. And those types of misses, mas dyan mo mararamdaman yung pulikat. And take another look at that Belen. Escaping the defense of Salgado. Of course, Salgado nursing those 4 fouls. Trying to avoid to commit that 5th and final one. So you like the presence of mind of LJ Belen in that instance, knowing ngayon nga, Salgado couldn't be as aggressive. So Williams answering back, flexing just a bit. Lead down to 1 once again, 70-69. May butal dito, Kyle. Just a 1-point lead para sa Canada. Last 2 minutes, echoing court number 2 here in the Victoria Sports Tower. Agua dropping it off to Lee. A bit too deep.
The defense of Canada not set up here, so this is a chance for the North Americans.
They get it inside to Salgado. And he will be fouled. I think that will be team foul number 3. Or apologies, that will mean penalty. So free throws coming up for Jacob Salgado. An opportunity for him to take the lead back for North America. They briefly took the lead, 54-52. But Canada built the lead once more. And now North America. Chance once again to be back on the driver's seat. Salgado hits both. 71-70. North America with the lead. Belen asking for this Matibag pick. Spinning inside. Can't finish. Gets his own miss. 31 for LJ Belen.
LJ Belen is just a workhorse, even on that second jump, jumping as high as he did on his initial attempt.
Parang may trampoline eh, no? Salgado against Matibag. Scoops it up and in! Salgado with the answer. Balik na naman ang kalamangan sa North America. 73-72. Belen gets it to Ladines. Stepping back, Matibag. Misses strong, Belen. Can't get it to go. Salgado will be fouled and will head back to the line. Chance to extend this 1-point advantage. Jacob Salgado, 2 for 2 in his earlier trip. Already has 15. Despite those 4 fouls, sinugal nga dito ni Coach Oliver Versosa. And it has paid dividends. As Salgado able to get the last 4 points, make that last 5 points for North America.
And peaking at the right time are the North Americans. They were trailing for majority of this ball game, being down by as much as 19. But kung kailan patapos na yung laro, ngayon pa sila nakalamang.
As one more. Short on the second. But Clark Pascual able to secure that rebound. Another opportunity for North America. They go to Salgado once again. And Jacob Salgado making it a 2-possession ball game. 76-72. As North America now up by 4, to the delight of the North America crowd.
And that was a very, very important rebound coming from the North Americans. Canada failing to box out. They could have, if they had gotten that rebound and maybe even gotten out in transition, this could be a different story. But as we see here, that offensive rebound, very big. And Salgado once again converting on a basket to extend this lead to a 2-possession lead in favor of the North Americans.
And 76-72, we'll be back with more of your PSL. LJ Belen and the rest of Team Canada, now looking at this 4-point deficit, have led for majority of this ball game, up by 19 at one point in the first half. But North America was able to inch their way back, and now they're up by 4. So 28 seconds remaining. They get it to Belen. Pulling up for 3. That's short.
Well, Canada didn't necessarily have to take a 3 in that possession, even though they are down by 4. They could have tried to drive and get a foul, or maybe just take the best available shot, which was not that shot that LJ Belen took. Now they will have to play the foul game, the free throw game.
You kind of see the frustration then of LJ Belen. I think realizing that that three-pointer may not have been the best option for Team Canada at that time.
And I'm sure they're going to think about all the mistakes and errors that they made, especially here in the second half, being up by a lot in the first half. And of course, LJ Belen having a big game here today, and you don't want to see that go down the drain. But for Team Canada, yeah, you can't have that complacency, even though you're up by double digits.
The timeout will be whistled here para sa Team Canada once again. Still a 2-possession ball game. 78-72. We're back for the last 21 seconds of this ball game as Canada now looking at a 6-point deficit. North America able to hold on to this advantage. Agua from downtown. The three-pointers beginning to run cold. The foul committed here. Pascual heading back to the line. You got a feel dito para kay LJ Belen. Played his heart out trying to get this victory and put Canada in a position to punch a ticket to the semifinals. I did say he had 31 earlier, but check that. It's just 29, 11, and 6.
So almost a triple-double for LJ Belen. But of course, at the end of the day, all that matters is the W. And that is going to elude them again here against their North American counterparts. LJ Belen pouring his heart out in this ball game. We see the motor that he has when he plays, going for offensive rebounds, diving for loose balls, scoring, and doing everything that his team needs.
Everything indeed.
That third quarter was crucial for Canada, only scoring 7 points in that third frame. And as we see the look of disbelief from LJ Belen.
Just gotta love this kid, no? Kita mo talaga that iniwan niya lahat. Left it on the floor. But Canada will fall short. Led by as much as 19. But North America will be pulling it off. They will move to 2-2 now. While Canada will slide to 1-3. Still have an opportunity for Canada. Not everything is lost. They still have a chance to get into the semifinals. But for North America, welcoming Elijah Williams with open arms. What an impact this kid has created to this North America team. Really showing us why he was part of that Batang Gilas program. 17 points to go with 11 assists as we turn it over to Maris Victorio, who is with Elijah Williams.
An intense ball game you guys have there. You guys managed to close the score gap during the second half, then went up at 6 points, 4 points at the end of the ball game. What was running on your mind through the last few minutes of the fourth quarter as the games are getting more intense and intense?
I mean, this is my team. We pushed through together. We was locked in from the beginning, and we knew we was going to win this game because we always locked in when we were together, and we coming. We winning. We coming.
But you guys still need to improve on as a preparation on your next game.
We just need a rebound, take care of the ball in the beginning, and start off better. But hey, man, we good. We got this W. It's my guys right here. We locked in.
All right, now this is your opportunity to greet all your supporters out there.
Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being there. Watch up-and-coming games, but yeah, thank you.
All right, this is Elijah Williams, our best player of the game. Back to you, Jaime and Kyle.
Thank you once again, Maris, and congratulations, Elijah Williams and the North America team of the Born 2006 division for securing that victory. Coming up next, it would be the 2008 division once again. Philippines going up against New Zealand. That would be it for my partner, Kyle Sanchez, and myself, Jaime Mendehar, alongside Maris Victorio. Maraming salamat po for watching the games this morning on behalf of the hard-working men and women of our production team. This is your Pilipinas Super League. Diyan lamang po kayo. More games coming up. Dito, Pinoy ang Bida.